everyone, welcome to Hilah Cooking. So thanks to everyone who bought the breakfast taco book on the Kindle, which we just released recently. That's been really cool. Looking back over the book, I realized that a lot of times vegetarians kind of get the short end of the stick when it comes to breakfast tacos because they get stuck with like potato and egg or like bean and cheese, and like those are great, but sometimes you get a little bored. So just so happens my buddy Eric has this food trailer called the Peach Tortilla. And while they make a lot of delicious things like sliders and possibly the best sweet potato fries I've ever had, they also make some breakfast tacos that are really good and really creative. One of them is a sweet potato hash taco. So I thought it would be really fun to go over there and cook in a food trailer and see what the inside of that looks like, and then eat some delicious vegetarian breakfast tacos. And so let's go! Alright, now we're inside. So this truck, you can see it's very efficiently designed with lots of little cubby holes or trap doors, if you will. Where do you keep stuff?
Well, like I was telling you earlier, this truck was built specifically for the purpose of being a catering truck. So it was pretty efficiently designed. Every square foot is utilized really well. It's like over here, we've got our freezer, and then this is basically our cold table where we keep our mise en place, all our toppings for our tacos. Obviously, this is sort of our prep station, and any sort of chopping we need to do on the fly. Our fridge is down here, and I showed you this earlier. There's an ice block back in here.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Basically forms into an ice when we charge overnight, and it keeps everything cool in the fridge.
Yeah.
Back here, we've got our steam table, so that we don't have to make everything on the fly. Kind of like the Chipotle model where you see everything is kept, the steam table keeps hot. This keeps all our meats and proteins hot, and some of our veggie products. Then we've got our grill, our fryer, and we just use this to store our slider buns and stuff, but this can also be used as sort of like an oven or like a mini oven.
Like a proofer or something?
It just keeps stuff hot.
Okay.
Yeah, but we don't use it. There's a pilot at the bottom.
Wow.
And then this is our expo window. And then all this space over here is basically storage.
Awesome. Well, let's start making some tacos. So you got a vegetarian breakfast taco that we're gonna
we do we call a sweet potato hash taco. We utilize diced sweet potatoes, onions, poblanos, and corn. We throw it all on the flat top.
Sounds good. I actually had it the other day. It's really good.
Serve a veggie taco with it.
Yay!
Yeah.
Cool. We're gonna make that one then. Okay. So we're gonna cut this stuff up, and so you used to be you were a lawyer. And then you were like, F this noise, I'm gonna move to Austin and start a food truck.
Yeah, I quit my job in July. This has been a project I was working on for a while. Originally I wanted to open a restaurant, and at the time when I was an attorney, I was going after a lot of restaurant owners who flaked on their leases or weren't paying. So basically I kind of got scared out of opening a restaurant. I raised a bunch of money, and I said, look, like, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to open a food truck.
Nice. Good compromise.
Yeah, I mean, working in a food truck is just not like working in a restaurant. I mean, I've worked in restaurants before, and it's totally different.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, it's tight quarters, and you have to, I imagine you have to do a lot more, like, planning ahead.
Yeah, you do, and you have to think about, a lot of stuff. I mean, basically, I had restaurant people working in the truck with me early on, and I mean, I still do, but just because you work in a restaurant doesn't mean that working in a food truck is a seamless transition.
Right.
Our pilot lights get blown out on our grill. You're worried about running out of propane. You got to make sure your steam table's hot. I mean, nothing's electric, so there's just a lot of things you got to keep tabs of. And if you've never worked in a food truck before, you're kind of at the mercy of the food truck initially, at least. Once we got our head wrapped around it, I wouldn't say it's easy, but I would say it's easier than it was early on.
Right.
But now, we just got through like a brutal summer with the heat and everything.
Dude, I was gonna ask you, because you got these vents here, and it's really nice right now, but shit, if it was 108 degrees outside, how hot? I mean,
it gets to about 120 in here, and the line cook's got it the worst, because the fire's on, the grill's on. There's no ventilation. There's a wind right now. There's a breeze right now, so we're okay. But I mean, I would say 2 weeks ago on a Friday night, it was just there's no mercy in this truck.
No.
I mean, the second you get in, you're sweating and you're hot, and it's not the most pleasant of environments, and I've had a lot of people working. I've talked to a lot of people working these food trucks who worked in restaurants, and they're like, this is a little harder.
Hotter than any restaurant.
You got to be. If you're a cook, you're also the dishwasher. You're also scraping the floors out. If you're the owner, you're doing the same thing. Like, everybody's got a hand in everything. We don't pay somebody to wash dishes. We don't pay somebody to clean the truck. Like, we do it all.
Well, there's only room for like 2 people in here, probably, right?
I mean, when we get busy, we do like 4.
Wow.
Yeah, and then some. I mean, on average, we only run 2 because we've got really good cooks. But special events, 3. South by, Southwest, 4 or 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang. All right. Well, cool. Are we ready to make some tacos?
I think we are.
Woo!
We're gonna put some sweet potatoes down. The sweet potatoes probably take the longest to cook, even though everything's cut so small that it's really not gonna take very long. I'm gonna also put down some red peppers, some poblanos, diced poblanos, some diced corn. If you want to get me some onions, I've got to get a little spatula. And we're just gonna let it cook on the grill for a little bit. You can kind of get that smell already.
Yeah.
A little salt and pepper mix. Just give it a little extra flavor. I mean, it's a really simple taco, but because it's got a lot of different flavors, you get a little bit of the bitterness and the spiciness from the pepper, the sweetness of the corn and the sweet potatoes, and then you got the onions that sort of caramelize. It's really good flavor all around.
Yeah, and it's so pretty.
So you're gonna let that cook just for a little bit longer. And in the meantime, if you want to hand me some eggs.
Yeah, that's fun.
So we're just going to scramble the eggs right into the mix. Where do you normally eat your breakfast tacos?
I make my tacos a lot. I make a lot of tacos. Yeah.
This is awesome. You got to.
I know. Well, everyone should know how to make their own tacos, but I'm going to do something. Yeah, this looks pretty.
It looks pretty, and it tastes pretty good. Add a little more oil.
Can I stir it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I just do like that?
Yeah. So I've got a couple corn tortillas. We double wrap our tortillas.
I like that. Okay, is that done?
Yeah.
Looks like it's done.
It's starting to brown a little bit. Take the tortillas right off the grill. They're nice and hot. And then you can go ahead and plate it. And that's our veggie sweet potato hash taco.
Are you totally jealous that I'm eating a taco and you're not?
I've never eaten our tacos. I've never had it before. Is it good?
Oh, it's really good. Wow, awesome. That is delightful, man. Well, thank you so much for letting us come in and check out your business.
You're welcome.
Check out well, thank you, sir. And y'all move around town.
Yeah, we're always moving. We got about 8 different locations right now. The easiest way to find us is to check out our website at www.thepeachtortilla.com or follow us on Twitter. It's @peachtortilla, and we even have a hotline you can call on our website. I don't know the number off the top of my head, but it's right there on the front of my website. You can call anytime, and we'll tell you exactly where we are.
That's awesome.
There's no excuse for not finding the truck.
Tacos. Yay! All right, see ya. I'm gonna eat this taco now.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Thanks for letting me eat this taco.